Hey guys, this is the biweekly plan for our remote learning adventure for anatomy and physiology. And I wanted to give you 2 weeks, and I don't read into this. I don't know what's happening and I don't know what decisions will be made after next week, after the 27th, but I thought I'd give you the 2 weeks. Chances are we'll need them. So I'm going to kind of go through them, and then later I'll record a PowerPoint lecture using the same format for you, and you'll be able to watch that while you're working through your work. And a lot of what we'll be doing is the same, just in a different way. So the first thing that we'll do is you can watch the lecture that I'll record of chapters 23 and 24, and that'll be on Google Classroom. It'll be a YouTube link. And then you can also read through those chapters in your textbook, and that's also online, and then complete the worksheets that are on Classroom. So that's just the normal routine that we would normally do. Some of you have already completed the 23, 6 through 7 accessory organ worksheets, so then you just have a couple more. So that's the first part of your 2-week adventure. And then the second part for your test grade, I'm going to have you do this nutrition project. And this should be a fun project that you can do well at home, maybe something you're kind of already doing. For this project, you will be designing your perfect meal that has different nutritional requirements that we'll talk about in the lecture. And so you're going to actually make the meal for your family and eat it together, and then you'll fill out this Google Docs that I have shared on Classroom. And so you'll analyze the meal, you'll look at what macromolecules are in it, what's the nutritional information. I'll actually pull it up here, just give me a second. Let me find it here. Nutrition project. Maybe? I'll just pull it up from Classroom so I know that it's the right one. Okay, so here's the form. Each of you have a file, and you'll pick out your perfect meal. You'll list the foods here on number 1, and then on this part, number 2 here, you can just write like fruit, vegetable, protein, grain, dairy, and identify what foods are in it. And you can type directly into this form. Each of you has your own file, so hopefully that works well for you. And then down here, what are the 3 major macromolecules that we learned from class? And which of your foods supplies these? So that's number 2 there. And then as those macromolecules pass down through your digestive system, what do they get broken down into? So we're looking at how they go from polymers to monomers. And then down here, you're actually going to figure out the nutritional information for your recipe. And to do this, this is a link here where all you have to do is copy and paste the recipe. Oh, hold on, I might have given you the wrong link, but you can just back up here and delete that stuff. Let's see. Oh, you should be able to restart one because I already did there, clear recipe. Do that first. And then you just put your ingredients in there and click 1. You just want 1 serving. So there's the number of servings, and then you analyze. So if, like, let's say that my recipe is just 2 cups sugar. That's a terrible recipe. But I'm gonna click analyze. I clicked 1 serving, and then here, 2 cups of sugar is 1,500 calories. You could get all the calories you need for the day from 2 cups of sugar. So that's kind of what how you would do that, and then you can just write these down into your document. I actually used snipping tool and kind of screenshotted it and just put it right in there. So that's an example one. This was a very caloric meal. It was just a random recipe I found. And then on this page, you will actually analyze the different vitamins and minerals. Your food is going to have, your meal is going to have some of these vitamins and minerals, not all of them. So you'll analyze which foods from your meal has them, what is their function, and if your meal doesn't have them, then you can write what food would have them. So you'll fill out that table. Then there's a little question here. And then we go down to the last part. And the last part is a nice review of the whole digestive system. That's why I put it in here. So here's just a picture of the path of the digestive system. You don't have to do anything with this picture, but the numbers here match to this table. So for example, oral cavity right here is number 1. So that's like the mouth. And right here you have oral cavity. And then you'll just write the function. So all you have to fill in here is the function of that structure. And you have all of those numbered for you, so you can just match them to the picture. And fill that in. And then you have some of your accessory organs or excretory organs. That's all you have to do for that project, and that is your test grade. And then let me go back to here. Let me see what I wrote here. So you'll choose your meal, you'll fill that out. If you're having trouble, you will you can print it and handwrite it and then take a photo, but my intent was that you just type straight into the document. Let me know if you're having trouble with that. The last part for these 2 weeks is that you will complete just a paragraph. I just put a prompt about COVID-19. We will do other projects on COVID-19. I want you guys to kind of lead that actually, and tell me what you want to learn more about, and totally open to that. I also want you to continue learning anatomy, so we'll try to plug that in, but this totally ties into anatomy. So any direction you want to take this. This is just our first 2-week sampling. I did upload a video about COVID-19 earlier in the week, so I'd like you to watch that again if you haven't, and then answer this question. Describe how SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus that causes COVID-19, transfers its RNA to a human cell and makes more viruses. How has this process caused a global pandemic? How should we respond? So in Google Classroom, there is a spot for this right here. Each of you has a file with that prompt. So here's Avery's, and then you can just type straight into that. So that's the last part. So that's what our week looks like, and everything is here on Classroom. I uploaded the biweekly plan. I'll put this video right there, obviously, and then you have your this week, and I'll change these dates. These dates are wrong. So that's what our week looks like. Let me know if you have any questions on that. The very last thing is Zoom meetings. So every day I'm going to get on Zoom using this link. And if you're having trouble with anything, if you want to talk through any ideas, I'll be on for an hour. I'll just leave it on. And this is for every class. So it's kind of a study hall feel thing. And you can just hop on and ask questions, stay as long as you need to. I could even organize chat groups with some of you. So if you want to branch off into little chat groups and talk about anything, you don't have to talk about class, but those are private groups and you guys can talk and just hang out if you want to do that. So that'll be every day at 1. And if you need extra help, feel free to email me anytime. And we can also like chat on the phone if you need that kind of help. And we'll try to make this as normal as possible. I've done a lot of online learning. I've gotten 2 degrees online and I'm working on my 3rd. So a lot of really great things can happen online, but you guys have to make that commitment to just learn differently and kind of be more in charge of your learning. And then I think things will go well. So if you guys have any suggestions or anything you think we should do differently, please let me know. And I'm really, really open to feedback. And I hope this goes well. So let me know how it's going and give me lots of feedback. I hope to see you guys soon. We will start the Zoom sessions on Monday. Okay.